So today in Florida, this man decided to represent himself in court. He said, I don't need no lawyers. I'm going to represent myself and seek justice. Let's take a look at this.
The evidence is going to show.
This is the first impression jurors received of Ronnie O'Neal, the Riverview man charged in a gruesome rampage that killed his girlfriend, his young daughter, and nearly killed his 8-year-old son. O'Neal, representing himself, shouted at the jury during his opening statement.
And the evidence is going to show that law enforcement tampered with evidence.
But the state says evidence is indisputable that the only person responsible for the violent attack on his family is Ronnie O'Neal. And it starts with a 911 call from Kenyatta Barron, O'Neal's girlfriend.
She made that call with fear in her voice.
Kenyatta can be heard pleading for her life. Prosecutors say by then she'd already been shot. And while the recording continued, they say O'Neal can be heard beating her with a shotgun.
The evidence will show that that was just the beginning. That's just the beginning of what happened this evening.
Investigators say after killing Kenyatta, O'Neal brutally murdered his 9-year-old daughter, Ranivia, and tried to stab to death his 8-year-old son, also named Ronnie, before setting him and the house on fire.
And it's just the beginning of what became an odyssey for this little boy. An odyssey of violence, an odyssey of brutality.
The little boy, however, survived the attack, barely.
But the words that came out of this little boy's mouth were not a cry for help. They were not a help me or a painful cry. They will tell you the first words that came out of this little brave boy's mouth. My daddy killed my mommy.
The evidence is going to show my son did not see me murder his mom. The evidence is going to show he did not see me shoot his mom.
And Ronnie O'Neal has indicated that he plans to argue that he acted in self-defense. Meanwhile, his son, Ronnie IV, is expected to testify in this case. Right now, he's 11 years old at this point. This happened 3 years ago. And he is going to testify in the coming days. Chris?
11 years old and saw things as an 8-year-old that no one should ever see, and will now be on the other side of possibly putting his father away for life or more. A lot to come on this trial here as it just gets underway. Aaron Mesmer live for us in Hillsborough County. Thank you, Aaron.
So you really thought you gonna come in there with that hair on murder charges and think you gonna get off? I really wish I could have been the judge of this case, because I would have sat in my robe looking like Judge Mathis, just crying tears of laughter as you presented your case, sir. I would have been crying. You would have saw tears, and I would have been slapping. I would have been slapping the table and just hollering, laughing. It was so funny. For you to come out and look at the jury like you gonna do something. Like you looked at the jury like, yeah, I'm gonna show the jury what's right. Like you trying to scare them. You came out trying to scare them. And look at your hair, man. Look at your hair. What are you doing? You really thought you somehow cooked up that after killing all these people, you gonna just put your little suit on and come in there with your hair looking like Kodak Black and win. Oh, I would have just laughed and cried tears. And I would have pointed, not only would I have laughed, I would have ran over to the jurors and I would have high-fived them. And then we all would have laughed. And I would have said, calm down, calm down. I'd have got everybody quiet in the courtroom. And I would look at you and I would go, hey, man, how much time you think you should get? Because this didn't work. So how much time do you think you should get? As a matter of fact, I'll start a new game show called How how much time you think you should get after killing everybody in your family and then decide to come to court and represent yourself with your hair looking crazy, like you in court looking like Krusty the Clown, or I don't know what this is that you have going on. And you thought you just gonna represent yourself and get out of there by hollering, making noises and threats, which got you in there in the first place, sir. No. We'll play the game show called How Much Time You Think You Should Get. And after I ask you that question, and then you come back with your smart answer, then everybody in the court laughs again. So I say, how much time you think you should get? And then you be like, what? And I'm like, how much time you think you should get? And you might say something stupid. I don't think I deserve any time. And then we all just burst in laughter again. And then at that point, we play the Family Feud music, and Steve Harvey come down and say, how much time you think you deserve? And people are backflipping and high-fiving as we give you 7 life sentences on the death penalty, because that's all you're going to get at this point. You didn't even put glasses on. Did you learn anything? Did you learn anything? Huh? In the words of Joe Clark, you don't even have street smarts, do you, son? Huh? You didn't. Glasses might get you a year off, because every thug would at least wear glasses to court. You just came with the hair, no glasses. Hey, you gonna punk the jury? Okay, we gonna give you triple life and the death penalty. Matter of fact, if I was a judge, I probably would have had them roll the electric chair in there as we all laughed and say, you ready to sit down? Are you ready? You done? Okay, go on. And then I say, keep explaining. Go on. Keep telling what you're going to do. Because we know what we about to do. We know what we going to do at the end of this. Only a Florida man would do something like this, but you're not going to be able to call me, so I don't know what to say. It's just, since you're not going to be able to call me, have somebody else call me so I can tell them to check me out in Greensboro, North Carolina, the 18th and 19th. I got 3 shows. Come out, click the link, go to my website, get tickets, LeVarWalker.com. See you soon. Holla back.